What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? You already know what it is. I'm boy Grizzlies on top. Mr. Priest Fat Reed. You already know all the details and get the message and the memo. But we back. We back. Week 5. We getting in the thick of things. That's all I gotta say. Once you pass that 5 mark, you kind of in the thick of things and everything. But I'm glad to be back. It's another week of college football. It's another week of excitement. It's another week of games. And it's another week of the HBCU product, man. So we here for it. But my people ain't hit it this week, man. People ain't hit it. Robin that came down with a cold. Jerry moving. So, I can't do it by myself. I had to get my boy on here. That boy from the Carolinas. Ain't nothing finer than to be in the Carolinas in the morning. So I had to get that boy over here. He covered South Carolina State. He also covered JSU. And he is the mayor of the Blitz City podcast. My boy Kobe.
What is good with you, bro?
What's up? What's up? We back. We back with another one, bro.
All that matters, man. We talking football. You know how it is. When it's time for football, man, don't nothing else matter.
Heck yeah, man. How was your week last week, man?
It was long, man. No football. You know what I'm saying? Ain't really nothing to look forward to for your own school. So you watching everybody else. It was cool though. It was peaceful, but a little much needed break in the middle of everything. So we back now though.
Yeah. Back like you never left, and back because it's our first home game. We gonna get into that too.
Come on now.
We gonna get
it. At the house too. Oh, lovely. It's lovely, man.
Y'all got that enthusiasm coach that y'all got down there. He got an acronym for everything. He probably got an acronym for ANT. He probably do. You gotta ask the coach. Yeah, what's the acronym for today?
Hey man, whatever Coach Barry say, man, we rolling with it tempo. We love it over here.
Exactly. You probably got an attitude. The N stand for never give up. And the T stand for territory. He probably got something like that, up his sleeve, man. So, man, shout out to South Carolina State Bulldogs. That was my first HBCU football game. So, that's my first HBCU home team. So, when it comes to FAMU, I got it. It's a love and hate relationship, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? It's a love and hate relationship. I was at South Carolina State a lot. I was at their homecoming a lot and doing other stuff. I was. But the only thing downfall with South Carolina State is nothing to do.
Nah.
but besides that armory and that cookout. 2 days, the armory and the cookout. The only 2 days at South Carolina State.
They ain't nothing to do with Orangeburg, man.
Boy, when I had to choose Benedict or I had to choose South Carolina State, and I was like, boy, if I go to South Carolina, that's back to the country. And I was like, I can't go back to the country. I'm gonna go Benedict. USC up the road. It's more metropolitan city a little bit. You got bus transportation. So I was like, yeah, I gotta go. BCGC. So that's a little backstory about that. But man, let's get into this week 4, man. This week 4, man, it was some good games. A lot of things happened. So let's get into these matchups. The first game right here, Kobe, Norfolk.
I'm proud of Norfolk, man. Norfolk looking good right now. The whole MEAC as a whole is looking real competitive right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Norfolk, they got a lot of momentum. They came out since week 1 and they look formidable. Should have won that game. They haven't really dropped off yet to me. They look good, man.
Yeah, I picked them to win this game. I know me and Jerry did last week, so I'm just glad they look like the Norfolk we expected. That's the thing about Norfolk. They had the talent. It's just they have to put all 4 quarters together. And
Right.
I think this game they put all 4 quarters together, and they're a team that they can compete in the MEAC. So don't sleep on the North Pole. This next game, Tennessee State versus Tennessee Tech. This let me down, coach. I ain't even gonna lie. This game was winnable for Tennessee State, man. It was winnable.
It was winnable. It was a real close game. Tennessee State just got to pull it out. That's it.
Yeah. The
That's
thing,
all
the
it
thing,
is.
the thing that messed me up was the 2 turnovers, and I think one of the turnovers was for a touchdown, if I'm not mistaken. I
Mhm.
think. So that's what kind of messed up the game right there. 7 points. Take away the 7 points, you down 3. Then you don't throw the other interception. That maybe a tie ball game, or maybe a score that you possibly could have scored, and you could have won that game. So I just say finish all 4 quarters, don't turn the ball over, and you can come out winning this game. So this is probably a lesson learned,
Mhm.
and you move on to the next week and try to do better. Definitely. Now let me ask you this: if Tennessee State was in the MEAC or the SWAC, how would you rank them as far as like, okay, if they were, well, let's go with the MEAC first. How would you rank them if they was in the MEAC as far as like would they finish in the middle of the pack or the top of the pack? Because they're not dead last. Would they finish top 3? We can say.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't be at the bottom.
Yeah.
They definitely wouldn't be at the bottom. I think they'd be in contention as well with the other schools. Like I think they'd be. I think they'd be at the top. Not number one. Like they'd be in contention for that top spot in the MEAC.
Definitely, definitely. What about the SWAT? It depends on what side they on.
Uh, I think they'd be pretty successful in the SWAC too, depending on. Matter of fact, I don't even think it depends on the division. To be honest with you, whether it's the
Mm.
West, I don't think it matters. I think they'd be. I think they're one of the more talented teams in HBCU.
Gotcha. I feel the same way about both. I say Tennessee State probably top 3, depending on what NCCU and South Carolina State do. It depends on who lose that game. And for the SWAC, I got them like I got them in that top 4 range right now, top 4, cause like it's just the 3 and the 4. You never know what team you gonna get right now. So like just trying to figure out like where would I put them at. Mississippi Valley State, they got their butt.
What's
That,
new?
that's yeah,
What's
yeah. They just got their butt. What? It's so many questions you can ask Mississippi Valley State. Like, what do they need? What do they got to do? I know they don't have the same amount of scholarships as everybody else, so that's kind of like a downfall already. And there's nothing in Innovator. So like I don't know, man. Like either I just want them to move down so they can be successful. That's really what I want.
don't? I'm different. I don't want them to move down. I just want them to. I think they could get more resources so that way they can at least compete. They can recruit with everybody else within their own conference. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Like they can compete in that on that side of the business with everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I wish they were given a little bit better facilities than what they have. They don't. You go to that school, they don't like if they don't really got nothing, man. It don't really look that. You know what I'm saying? So like if they and the field remodeling the field is a great start. But I think if they are just giving standard SWAC facilities by SWAC standards, they'd be straight. They'd be a lot better off. But nah, like they just struggling right now.
yeah. Jerry Rice got to do something. He got to do something. It's just bad that you have a Hall of Famer of that status, and I mean I heard stories in the past where he did get money and they just used it for something else or put it in their pocket. But like something got to stick.
Mm-hmm.
Something has to stick. But this next game, Alabama A&M 16, Austin Peay 59. He he only went SWAC game, so
Hey, that's what Manning said, right? That's all he has to do. So hey,
he only went SWAC game.
This might as well have been a money game, right?
Might as well, shoot. But I
I
ain't
ain't
gonna, shoot, I ain't gonna lie, Kobe. He did run away from an ass because he was on his ass this week. Oh, he was gonna be on his ass. Oh, he was gonna be on his ass this week. Yeah, he ducked one, but he gonna have to catch it on the back end.
oh,
He gonna have to catch this payment on the back end. This game right here, Southern 31 versus PV 24. Southern pulled out another dub at PV at their home. So, what you think about Southern right now? They're up. They're 50-50 team. They're up and down right now. They some games look good. Some games they're like, I don't know.
Southern man, Southern is making the SWAC as a whole right now look a little Miakish.
Mm,
Everybody cannibalizing each other. You know what I'm saying? Because like we just saw y'all at Jackson Stadium, you ain't look good at all. And then
yeah,
you come back, and now you beating PV, and a lot of us felt like PV could be
that
in the.
team.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what's going on with them right now, but I credit them for finally being able to figure it out and pull out a win like this because virtually nobody had them winning this game. I didn't.
I know I didn't either. I definitely didn't because, like, like you said, they didn't play good against Jackson State. Then, like, you come around and you win in overtime. That's the part. You win in OT. So, like, that means you played. I say they played because they didn't score in the second quarter, so they played about 3 quarters. But like, you got the job done though. You
Right.
got the job done. You didn't. I'm trying to look. Did they get any return? Well, they only lost one turnover. It was a fumble. But like, besides that, everything else that I'm looking at, you did what you were supposed to do. You didn't throw any exceptions. So I mean, just shout out to them, just game plan. And now talking about PV because they were, voted number one on their side of the conference, and they're 0-2 now. How does PV turn around their season, and they 0-2 in the conference, and now you behind trying to catch up to everybody else?
I don't think there's much they can do except control the rest of your season and try to win out. Try to hope for the best. But Grambling looks like it's in. It looks like it's gonna be them on that side. I'm not gonna lie to you. It look like
Yeah,
Grambling. I don't know what they can do except continue to just continue to get better every week and hopefully start a winning streak and continue
yeah,
that win.
definitely. Then you got our corner McNeese. I didn't expect a game like this. I ain't even gonna lie. But McNeese kind of, gave him one of those slap on the back of your necks after your barber get done cutting your hair, got the alcohol. All right, go home. That's what basically they did. They cut their hair, did the alcohol like this and said, go home.
Hey, McNeese got a hardcore man. Oh, yo,
It's looking rough. It's looking rough right there, man.
but McNeese middle tier death squad. Like we got to do better. We got to do better versus these teams. Even if you lose, bro, but 42-14 is egregious.
Yeah. And and the crazy thing about it is they had a good 217 yards on the ground rushing. That's a good, what I'm saying? If you do
Right.
217 yards rushing on the ground, oh my God, you great. Guess how much passing yards they got? 204.
Come on now.
So, like, you had on paper, you had a good game, but like, clearly the execution wasn't there because either that tells a lot of tales. You lost 2 fumbles and you throw an interception. So you can say that's 3 touchdowns right there.
Right.
2 fumbles, lost the interception, threw an interception, lost two fumbles. People picking up quarters out there. Man, they looking for quarters. They just dropping them. They just dropping them at the car wash, and people just picking them up. And that's what's going on with Alcorn right here. Boy, I'm gonna have to talk to G about this one, boy. Yeah, cause I know he definitely got something to say about this. But yeah, man, it's just crazy. It's just crazy how you think. You got PB, you got Alcorn, you got these veteran teams that you think they're gonna do good, but right now the role is reversed. You got Southern, a new head coach, and you got Grambling, a new head coach, doing better than the vets are doing.
Right, right.
So it's
It's weird. It's a weird time. No, you know what I'm saying. I knew it was going to be chaos a little bit in this HBCU football because it's so much of the unknown. But I didn't expect it to be like this.
Yeah, and that's what I was telling. Before the season started, I told Scotty, I was like, "Hey, this is a season of this is a new chapter
Mm.
because like the the Dion era, then Coach Willie had his chapter, and this is like a whole new page in the book, man. Because it's a lot of new faces, there's a lot of new coaches, and it's just a lot of new things that's going around. So like every week, we don't know what's what. So but yeah, our coin gotta do better, man. That's all I gotta say. I'm gonna have to talk to you about that one. Then you got Texas Southern versus Lamar. This was a close game. This was a close game. Lamar pulled it out in the fourth quarter. I can't say so. Texas Southern defense, you gotta finish. You gotta
Mm.
finish. But one thing that Texas Southern did struggle on is their passing game. 6 for 10, 55 yards. You're going to lose every game if you're
Every
only passing the ball 10 times.
but
Yeah, and you only throw it for 55 yards. I understand if you do it for 10 times and you have 240, and I'll be like, okay. I can live with that. You throw it 240, throw the ball 10 times, you only completed 6 of them, you throw, okay. Okay, I can live with that. But 55 yards, we got to go back to the drawing board. That means somebody ain't kicking up their block, or we just don't trust our quarterback.
55 yards.
55, get it, 55 yards. He averaged 5.5 a throw. So what y'all doing, running hitches and drags? You go to your check down 6 times.
Okay, because that that good. God dang.
Bruh, 10 times. But then get this. Like they running game 249. They had to rely on the running game. Dude carried the ball 23 times, 149 yards. So like I know they were stacking the box, but come on, if you throwing the ball 10 times, I know if I receiver, transfer portal after that game. I like the ULV players. Oh, over there, Vegas. Oh yeah, I'm put my red shirt in, and I'm transferring. I'm like, yeah, I'm transferring. They go, why you transfer? They just the NIL money wasn't looking right. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm making up some type of excuse because this is college. 10 times. That's like little league numbers.
Ain't too good.
Little.
Ain't looking too good. 50. Ugh. All right, bro.
Yeah, so we just gonna have to, y'all definitely gonna have to go back to the drawing board because I got a game this week. I got a big game coming up, and I ain't gonna lie, I do expect them to do something. I do expect them to do something. It's a home game. They play JSU, so next game, FAMU 12, Troy 34. Watch this game. Kobe, I was very upset, but I couldn't be upset, but I was happy.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody got hurt. No, nobody had no bad injuries or got themselves disqualified. But you gotta finish in the red zone.
All right.
Gotta finish in the red zone. Like it's one thing to move the ball all the way downfield, and now you get stuck in the red zone where you can't score. That's a struggle, man. That I know that drives coaches crazy.
Uh, the play calling got to be better in the red zone too. And I
Yeah,
don't mean that. Oh, I just mean like HBCUs in general. It seems like it's always. I would say so. FAMU played a really good game, a really competitive game, and that yeah, a lot of positives even with that to take away from Troy. Um, a lot of people thought, a lot of people felt like, man, this ain't gonna be no good FAMU team. Y'all have been proving people wrong so far. You know, being the second half team and Daniel Richardson. I even got to give that man credit because I was not a believer, but
Mm.
he looked like the best player in the SWAC right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So great job by FAMU. Even though it was a loss, obviously, like you said, you can't be mad. You can be mad, but you can't be mad.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of momentum even in this game to carry over going into the next.
Yeah, because those 4 field goals that he made, those are 4 touchdowns.
Right, like, y'all are driving the ball.
Yeah, it's like we was driving the ball down the field. Grassley was doing his thing. Man, like I was like, oh yeah, this Fairview, like on the first possession, I'm like, oh yeah, this Fairview team look like they can hang, and we was hanging. But just field goals can't beat touchdowns. They if you kicking field goals all the time, you cannot beat 7 points. You cannot beat 7 points.
Right.
So, but this is just a game to be happy, but also go back to the drawing board and, make sure you stay focused. You definitely stay focused because, like, shout out to the people in Florida. Hope all y'all safe because I done saw some crazy videos. Kobe, like, I'm talking about people, houses flooded. I mean, how you doing, first of all, because I know the storm came up the way you was at, and I know they came up to one of my families that had it. Contact them.
It was it looked like a storm never even came this way now. But this morning, man, last night and this morning, it was ugly. Like we got the wind and like a lot of rain, but the wind was so strong that a little bit of tree came down, knocked some powers out.
Mm-hmm.
It did a little bit of damage. Did a little bit of
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
Um, I think the worst thing that has happened was that the power being knocked out. So all in all, man, I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm
oh,
good. But it
oh.
was a
I'm talking about like in St. Petersburg where I work at. It looked like Bikini Bottom, bro.
mm,
I'm talking about it was like somebody had an alligator on their porch swimming. Yeah, bro. I was like, oh no. Somebody had an alligator. They look there, and you see the alligator just chilling. Like, yeah, come down here if you want to. It's true. If you come down here if you want to, you're gonna get eat. But man, it's crazy how like half of Florida is just kind of flooded. But I know a lot of people in Orlando. They said that they still gonna have that game with Colorado and UCF, so it's still kind of like good around that area. So I mean that's a good thing. But I just hope people stay safe because I know like half of Florida messed up. I know half of North Carolina kind of messed up. I saw Boone. I'm trying to think some Charlotte areas are flooding too. So, hope everybody's safe with their houses and stuff like
mm, same here.
that. But back to these games. Kobe, this game right here.
I'm gonna say this: it's time for Teddy Keaton to come to the Division I level. Coach Keaton, we saw what he did at Allen. Turned out he got the death penalty. You know what I'm saying? Turned that program around. They were competitive. And then he goes to Clark Atlanta, moves up, and he's already got an upset versus Bethune Cookman. Move Coach Keaton to the division level. I had the opportunity to interview him, I think, here almost 2 years ago. He's a great guy. He's a motivator. He's a team player. He's also a tactician and just a really good game player. Like you can tell, he has a lot of tricks to his trade. It's time for him to come to the Division I level. He's been doing a magnificent job. He should be the biggest name in the carousel. I think the same way Coach Barry was at Benedict. I think we need to look at the next guy up when the job opens up. Job will open up like real soon.
Yeah, I got a job for him for my NCAA video game. If you want to.
Right.
I said I got a job for him for my NCAA video game. He was about that. But yeah, man, he turned that program around, man. Just pulling up that upset, man. That's big. Even though like I feel like don't I feel like they shouldn't be in that situation. Like
But they recruited really well in the offseason, so you didn't expect them. I wouldn't be upset at them being in a competitive game with Clark Atlanta, but to lose by one to Clark Atlanta in Keaton's first year, that's not a good look. Just because they recruited so much better, and we looked at them as a sleeper team in the SWAC, a team who could run a lot of other bigger school seasons. So the fact that they came out and played like this, and that especially that secondary, it was egregious work. Yeah, they got to go back to the drawing board because this ain't it.
yeah, man. Like yeah, I'm just lost for words. Like shout out to Clark Atlanta. Like do you think in the next couple of years could they make that move to go up if they have if they was given that opportunity, if the same head coach is there now, would they
Um,
get an opportunity to move up?
well, one thing about Clark and Atlanta, they don't move without Morehouse and vice versa. And
Uh,
EX should bring Morehouse up to Division 1 simply because you need an Atlanta school. You need a Georgia school, a Division 1 Georgia HBCU at the football level. So if Morehouse is willing to make that jump, Clark Atlanta is gonna come with him. And I
okay.
just yeah.
So if Morehouse go with them, that means Spellman would go too. So like it would be like a whole package deal where Spellman goes and
From
everything else.
from what I've heard, these talks have happened already.
Hmm.
And I don't think a lot of people are against it. I don't know what's holding it back, but these talks have happened. Like this isn't a
Yeah.
far fetched. It's I don't know what's holding them back though.
Hmm. That's some high powers that see see like you said they waiting. They waiting. So I mean, like these high powers got to get this ball rolling, man, for real. Because this is something I'm pretty sure the people want. I want it too. Because having the HBCU and the MEAC is pretty cool. But it's even and but guess what? It sounds more sexy if they was in the flag. You know what I'm saying? It sound more sexy. It looked good that they in the MEAC. But it
Uh,
would sound, yeah, yeah. It was that's that cherry on top with ice is that there was in the slack. You know
right.
what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, wherever they go, I mean, I just hope they do it soon because you wait too long, then that opportunity may not be there to present itself again. So if you have an outstanding year this year, I think you have to move out of iron hot. These other schools are moving divisions and moving up, so best to do so now. So then you're a D1 program in Atlanta that's HBCU, NIL money going everywhere.
Mhm.
NIL money is just going everywhere. I can see them falling for real. I can see it. These next three games, we got the Battle of HU. My helping people pull that out. The real HU. Can you please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. They didn't COVID. They didn't let me down. Unlike the other teams, and always let me down when I pick them. They didn't let me down.
Listen, Howard got it. I know they upset. I know they upset because you got to beat your rival. It has been what more than 5 years now.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
my, you get tired of it. Like I feel like they feel as strongly about this rivalry as Ohio State fans do about Michigan and vice versa. Even if you lose in the season, I haven't heard an alum saying even if you lose all the games in the season, we gotta beat them.
yeah,
They, you know what I'm saying? So like I know they upset about that.
yeah,
Something got to be done. Even though I know they made a celebration bowl last year, but man, it looks like they're regressing. All right, I don't like it. I don't like. You got to get it right back on track where people call for his head.
definitely, definitely. But the factor of this game, I'm gonna just say this: have to play it all full court. Like that's what it really boils down to. Howard didn't have no points in the first quarter. So, that kind of hurts you if you're playing a tight and close game. Like, you have to play all four quarters. You have to score in every quarter, those type of games to win the game.
Right.
So, you definitely have just for Howard, I think they really need to cut down on turnovers a little bit. They cut down on their turnover. One interception. They lost another fumble. That could hurt. That could always hurt. So like, just cut down on your turnovers, and that could have been like the whole thing of the game because one of those turnovers you could have scored. So shout out to both teams though for making it a competitive game, making sure that it wasn't a blowout because that's what we don't want. We want a good competitive game. But just shout out to Hampton for pulling out for my sake, because I'm with Hampton all day. I don't know about that other school, but I'm with Hampton all day. That's just me. Serious. But this next game right here, boy, this boy, they said they big cussing packing.
Hey,
They said them packing.
hey. I don't feel bad. I'll never feel bad for A&T. They'll run with
Yeah,
us. They'll ride with us too.
yeah.
I don't good. And I want the same thing to happen tomorrow. I want the same thing that I don't feel sympathy for that school.
Yeah, I don't either, to be honest with you. Because
Not
it's like this, Kobe. Like, you move out the conference because you say you don't want to compete in the celebration. You say you want something bigger. Like, okay, we got the money, we did everything what we had to do in the MEAG. I feel like we just don't have no more room to grow.
right.
Okay, cool. Think you don't have no more room to grow. Okay, I understand that. Then you leave the conference. You had I think one good year. One good year. You could have beat Gardner Webb to go to the playoffs. I give you that. After that, it's like, where have you taken me now? And what have you done for me lately?
Ain't
Not
been
a
good.
damn, not a damn thing, but getting your ass beat every week. Getting your ass beat every week. So this game is just like, and I know A&T fans are mad because I just saw one post here. It's like, bro, this is embarrassing. Like, this is embarrassing, and it is. It really is in a way. Like,
A&T
66.
gotta face the reality that this ain't the golden years anymore. They gotta rebuild.
But but besides the fact that the golden years, it's like you can't. It's either the players or the coach. You now it's like that now because getting beat 24-66 in a rivalry game, either it's the players or the coach. And I'm gonna say it's the coach.
Yeah, 66. I mean, you. Ooh, all right, all right.
Like, then you know how old boy is, got to start a campaign, $66, give $66. And like, it's a rivalry. So like, all jokes aside, we can talk to them now because we put 66 up on y'all, and we about to make this a whole campaign for us because of what y'all did in the past. So hey, if you send $66 to North Carolina Central, your proceeds will go to the athletics.
Hey, at this point, they got to use it as fuel for next year. Ain't nothing you can do about it now.
Exactly. So if y'all want to be like Howard and come back next year and whoop that, hey, let's do it. But I don't see that happening if they have the same coach. I really don't. Yeah. And Kobe, this next game. I thought who they thought they were. God dang it. Jackson State got their football.
But, they something needs to be figured out at that quarterback position. Something has to
Yep.
be. Um, so I like Jacobian Morgan. And I was wondering why he start the game. Like I got on Twitter and I was like, "Is Kobe hurt? Like why is Cameron McCoy in?" And Cameron McCoy was the transfer guy from Eastern Michigan, came in this year, and he's a good running the football. He's dangerous running the football.
Yes, he is.
Passing, it looks like he just doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
But there were even times where he had a clean pocket and he got happy feet. Like he's making throws and you're like, what was that? Where is he throwing it to? It's offsided. It's here. It's there. It's not accurate. And then finally, Jacoby and Morgan comes in, and Jacoby and Morgan ain't good either. And I don't know if you can blame that and make his confidence being a little messed up because you got to be careful how you treat that quarterback situation in football. That's different.
Mm-hmm.
Try to bring him back. That could really mess up his psyche. Can mess up his confidence. You got to be careful how you treat quarterbacks. So I don't know if it was that or if Jacoby just didn't have it either. Either way, you have to get that situation out because in the grand scheme of things, yes, you're still very much in play to be in a SWAC championship and potentially win it. But if you don't get that quarterback situation out, FAMU's right there. All right, FAMU is right there. You still got the rest of the SWAC to deal with. You're gonna have to get it together. And I'll say this: play calling got to be just a little bit better. I do think they a very good receiver in Johannes Fertillion. I mean, he's been killing it throughout these past few weeks, man. He's a dog. But aside from that, and they have very promising young guys who are freshmen. They gonna be something like Travis Terrell. That boy's gonna be something. All right, but they got a quarterback situation because this ain't looking.
Bruh, my thing is this: you say you the dominant team. You say this. You say this. You talk all this junk. You go out here and say, "Oh, we the best team. We this. We this." And at the end of the day, you don't put your money where your mouth is. And for a Grambling part, they just look, chill in the background, like, okay, we hear y'all talking. We hear y'all talking. And they punch them in the mouth. And, like they said, everybody got a game plan until, they get punched in the mouth. Until they get hit, then, your game plan just go out the window. You be like, I don't know what to do. You and your boxer corner, bruh. You too fast. Bruh. I don't know. It felt like 3 people hit me, bruh. Carl. You ain't telling me this to do this bad, coach. We ain't trained for this. so now Jackson stayed in that corner just like that. We ain't trained for this. We didn't know this was gonna happen. Like, it just got dominated. Like, they literally just got dominated. And from what I heard, like, they haven't won a game at Grambling in a long, long, long time. So
they last time they won was Dion's first season, that COVID season.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the last time they won in the hole. I think that was the last time they've been there too. But before that, yeah, they've always had problems going to Grambling.
Okay.
Always in the hole.
Shoot. But yeah, I when I see this game, I see like if Grambling can beat you like this, what would Southern do? Because we know that Southern's a 50-50 team. Even though they lost, but like, what if they was on the A game? Would it look like this? What if FAMU actually played all 4 quarters? Would it look like this? You have to ask yourself that because, like, this team that we looking at is not the team from last year either. This doesn't look like the Jackson State team from last year. Getting 41 put up on. So you definitely got to go back to the drawing board and see what you got going on, man.
I think it was just a good old fashioned beating. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Good old fashioned beating. They had the opportunities to keep that game close, and they couldn't convert because like the passing game wasn't it at times. It was just a beating. They do got to take it back to the drawing board to figure out what next. And I think if they get solid quarterback play out of either one of those guys, then we don't see this 41-point game.
Yeah, so I mean, just hopefully they can go back to the drawing board, like you said, and get the ball back rolling. Because you never can stop it, or you never can say, oh, I feel bad. Nah, go back to the drawing board. We got to ask for. Let's see what we did wrong. Let's get this quarterback thing figured out. Let's do this. Let's do that. So this is the time to figure out and buckle down. Like, what can we do? Because clearly, Grambling looking like the team that's gonna be in that conference championship right now. They
They
looking
do.
like that. Just to be
It's
honest.
important still early.
hmm That's definitely looking like that team. But man, that was week 4. Recap. Jack State got their ass beat. That it's always a happy day. It's a happy day when they lose and Clemson lose. When those two teams lose and they lose at the same time, oh, I'm throwing a parade in my house, man. It's a parade inside my city. Yeah. Dude, it's a parade. Shit, I'm drinking. I'm throwing confetti. I'm like. Have you ever saw the show SpongeBob where Patrick thought SpongeBob was leaving? I'm like that. I'm like that. Dude, I'm like that, man. Dude, but shout out to Jack State. I love to always talk junk about him because it just it feels right. It feels right. But Kobe, guess what's next guess what's next on the board, man? Guess what's next? You know what's next, man. It's your favorite statement. It is my favorite statement. I wish Robin was here because she don't even like this statement.
City boy,
It's,
city boy, city boy, city
it's a City Boy
boy, city boy.
Wars, man. It is a City Boy Wars. I just love to, put a spotlight on all the players that did their thing last week, man. Because there was a lot of players. Now, Kobe, I ain't gonna lie. There was a lot of players that did their thing last week, so I only had to. It's a whole bunch on the back end. It's a whole bunch of players on the back end. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was like,
Right.
ooh, he did good. I was like, ooh, he did good. I was like, ooh, he did good. Boy, it's looking like NCAA the video game. Everybody was getting player of the week. So, man, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So, I'm going to let you get this first one.
Jalen Daniels, 20. Okay, nah, that's a productive day.
I'm telling you.
Okay. All right. If they would have had this week 0, they would have won that game. But like, hey, I'm glad that he was able to turn around versus VMI. 2029, almost 300 yards and 3 touchdowns. He was feeling it. He was in the zone, man. He was in the
Boy,
flow.
that was on Prize Picks. People would have been losing because you would never thought he was going over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns. Boy, people would have been mad at this joker if he was on Prize Picks. I ain't gonna take. Actually, they need to do it. They need to do an HBC Prize Picks. They do need to do that because that joke will be fired. Prize Picks. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy. Because I can get started now. So I can get. They do need to do something like that. That will be fired. That definitely will be fired. Should get some NIL money going around. But besides that, man, this boy in Norfolk, Virginia, man, he went back to his city. He turned up with everybody. This is his first game that he actually, did an amazing job, passing the ball, spreading the ball around, getting 3 touchdowns. Shout out to my boy Jalen Daniels for that
City
City
boy,
Boy War.
city boy, city boy.
Cool. We got a long one today, Cole. We got a long one today. So I'm telling you, this is for Hampton. Hampton running back, 10 carries, 117 yards, and 2 touchdowns. His name is Jaquim Snipes. So
Jaquan
that I think, yeah, I think that's how you say it. Well, Quad. We're gonna call him Quad here, guys. We're gonna call him Quad. He had a productive game. 10 carries. Kobe. That's almost like what? What? 6 to 7 yards per carry, give or take. Because he
Yo,
only carried the ball 10 times.
if you got 117 yards and only 10 carries and 2 of them to the crib, oh, you been balling, bro. You saw the field a lot differently. You saw the play on
Bro, everything was moving slow motion. I'm talking about slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Moving slow motion for me. I'm talking about it was a battle at HU. It was a battle at HU. So he said, I got to put on for my city. And he definitely didn't let his city down. Definitely. This boy definitely
City
get
boy,
a.
city boy,
You only get 10 carries and you that productive, and you get to go back on the sideline relatively fresh. You only had 10 carries. You only had 10.
Bruh. Bruh. But that's a running back dream. Just to touch the ball 10 times and I don't get to get beat up or hit or knocked out on my head or I only carried the ball 10 times and 10 times I get a hurt. Boy, that would be a running back dream. He'll be in heaven every game. In heaven in every game. Let's go to my net, boy, right here. You can get this one. Shoot.
Walker Harris. Yo, that boy balling, man. North Carolina Central was right about him. All right. North Carolina was right about him being the heir apparent, man. 15 for 22, 250, 3 tutties. My God. My God. Now granted, when you playing a rival, your motivation for being good goes up that much more. Your focus, you a little bit more locked in when it's a rival, but still, that ain't nothing to take away from Walker, man. He had a great day.
Definitely. He said this game need to go back to Charlotte. That's what he said. He said, man, he's like, 1 year we was in Charlotte, I would have balled out like this. He was like, I feel like Cam Newton throwing the ball, but I don't run it like Cam Newton. That's what he said this game. He said, I'm going to throw it like Cam, but I ain't going to run it like Cam. Man, this boy balled out. The super senior, that's what we going to call him because he stayed all 4 years. He could have transferred and went somebody else. But he told everybody, the school gave me a chance, and I'm going to give that chance back to y'all. So he balled out. He said, man, forget all y'all. I'm sticking with my school. I'm for my school, and I'm for my players. And that's why he get the Sticky Boy Award.
city boy,
Great
city
job,
boy.
buddy.
Heck yeah. Great job, man. Ooh, that boy Taylor in the backfield. A little bit more carries, 19 carries, 137 yards, 2 touchdowns. That boy's toning that rock.
Yo, Jamari Taylor, bro. Listen, just like Walker Harris, going to get some a little bit more in. All right, Jamari was seeing that field. Not as much as old boy from Hampton with only 10 carries, but he was still seeing that field really good. Really good out there.
Exactly. And the thing I can say about, just North Carolina Central running backs, they always been a dual threat running backs. They always have a stable of backs in the backfield that can be that workhorse at times and also can be that back where, okay, I can go out the backfield and catch the ball and I don't have to do too much effort. We have a good quarterback in the backfield. So that's what I can say about, North Carolina Central. They just always, from the past previous years, they just had stable backs, man. So keep the tradition going, Shout out to, the 66, if I want to donate, North Carolina Central, they put 66 up on A&T. They got a campaign going on, $66 for the athletic program, you know what I'm saying? So, shout out to them, man. They said they're going to Charlotte and turn it up, turn up Sticker Ball. So, they said they going baby on baby. Riding the whip. That's what they said. They going baby on baby. So I'll let you get this one.
I was actually a big fan of Markel Quick when I was doing a breakdown on freshman when he first came in at the Central like a couple years back. I said this kid's gonna be something. Like I saw it in him coming out of high school, and he stepped on the scene last week. 4 receptions, 119 yards, and a touchdown. Still a really young kid, man. He still got a few years with him. Markel Quick can be one of the premier weapons in the HBCU. Yeah, he's a dynamic guy.
Yeah, sure. They call that boy Quick for a reason, boys, too. They call that boy Quick for a reason. Quick for catching for. That's
almost like some Randy Moss stuff right there. You just catching all gold out. Shoot.
You sound down a little bit.
You said what?
You sound drowned out a little bit.
Okay. I'm good.
Yeah, yeah, we good.
All right, shoot. But yeah, man, shoot. But that boy balled out. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So, just time being for him, just keep dominating. He could be the next premier receiver in the MEAC. Just to be honest with you, the sky's the limit for you, man. Just keep balling. Like I said, go to Charlotte, hang out with J. Cole, Cole World, hang out with Jermaine Cole, and
City boy,
turn up for
city
them.
boy,
Yeah,
city boy,
yeah.
city boy. I'm on that Carolina swag. Right? Shoot, Carolinas. Then I just got a slate of people right here, man. You pick one, choose one, match one, get one. Whatever you want, man. We got Darius from Morgan State. He got a pick 6, man. Then we got Rome, defensive back, Norfolk. He definitely got a pick 6. I had to put my boy Ed James in there the second, man, because 14 carries, 107 yards, 1 touchdown. He was toting that rock, man.
Right.
He was toting that rock. Then I had to put my boy on here, Cameron. He was like, man, these field goals ain't nothing. 4 for 4, the longest of 43. That's 12 points. He the only one that scored. Shoot. So he probably gonna have more points than a lot of people at the end of this season, man. Then Grassick had to put him on here. Now he dominated. Now this is what you call I'm trying to go to the NFL stat.
Yeah.
Regardless of what if you win, lose, that's like I'm trying to go to the NFL. 10 catches, 141 yards. And the thing about this was last game they double covered him, so he didn't have a outstanding game that he wanted to. Miami game he produced, and this game he produced. He has NFL route ability to get open.
Mm-hmm.
He may not be one of the fastest on the field, but his route running to get open is amazing. Because, like, literally, he comes out of nowhere. Like, you be like, who he throwing the ball to? Next thing you know, you always see a grass just full speed, catching the ball. So that I call that just NFL film game right there. Then you got Jones from Clark, 10 catches, 127 yards. That if you catching the ball 10 times in a game, that means they cannot stop you.
Right.
They cannot stop you at all. They can't, man. Then you have Cameron for BCU. 22 or 31, 382 yards and 3 touchdowns. This is like what you need to win the game. But I'm going to just say this. Your defense lets you down, man.
Mm-hmm.
Your defense lets you down. Then you got Caleb. I forgot where it may have been Clark. Pick 6. I forgot what team. But Caleb Lee Collins, he got a pick 6. That was my fault. Then David Wright III from Clark. That boy put on a tremendous game. 30 for 49. Yeah. 374 yards and 4 touchdowns. That boy put on an amazing game. Then you got Harrison receiving 6 catches, 94 yards and 3 touchdowns. That's definitely amazing. These are all my other City Boy Award winners, man. So shout out to them.
City boy.
I like it, especially David Wright. He had to be on here for his performance, but all these dudes.
Yeah, man. Heck yeah, man. I wish I could give I wish people can vote on who they think had the best game or whatever, and I could give them a Chick-fil-A gift card or something, something like that.
Right.
I wish I could do something like that. That would be cool,
You know, and then yeah, one day, man. Then one day, you know, it's like I'm a pre-snap player, you know, a city boy for the week. And you know, just give them a little love, man. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody watch you, everybody know what you do. I think that would be a good idea for, you know, just for HBCU, just to give back to the boys that be putting their body on the line every week. You know, just trying to get to the next level. Week 5, you know. So week 5, you got Alabama State versus Bethune-Cookman. I'm leading the Alabama State on that one. Kobe, what you looking like?
Yeah, Alabama State already, always.
Definitely. Then we got Delaware State versus Campbell. That's going to be a tough game. And it's at Campbell.
Here's the thing. I don't count Delaware State out of this. I don't count them out at all. They played very competitive football. I don't know. I'm gonna go Campbell, but if Delaware State wins this, I'm not surprised.
Definitely.
If they thought, I'm not surprised.
Definitely. This next game, Howard versus Princeton. Now you know how I feel about Howard.
Princeton. Princeton.
I was about to put on this long story, but okay, Princeton it is, god dang, because I don't even have my faith in Howard. I trust them like I trust Mississippi Valley. Shoot. I ain't even gonna lie to you. We got Morgan State versus Stony Brook. Which one you got, Kobe?
I'm gonna go Stony Brook simply because Morgan State does not have an offense.
Okay, Morgan State. I think, this is not. I'm gonna go with Stony Brook. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go against the grain. Like, I feel like Morgan State probably won't have a repeat from last week. That's what I think. Because they just off and on. So, you know, they gotta prove me wrong. If they prove me wrong this week, then I'm Morgan State. I'm gonna pick Morgan State besides when they play, South Carolina State or NCCU. Like, but I'm gonna go with Morgan State from now on if they prove me wrong. So next game we got PB versus Grambling. SWAC game right here. This game is really on the line for PB.
Grambling offenses look prolific. Okay, give me Grambling. Miles Crawley has been doing his thing. J.R. Waters doing his thing. Give me Grambling.
Definitely. Give me Grambling too. I feel like they have that offense, defense, how you say it, compatibility. If one doing good, the other's doing good. You know,
right.
One making plays, the other's making plays. So they have that momentum where if the defense get a pick or the defense do something good, the offense going to do something good. So that's how Grambling is right now. Looks like Grambling feels like that team in the past when FAMU had McKay. You know, just the totality of their team, and they feed off each other. So, you know, the defense make a play, get a 3 and out, they do something good, the offense go down and try to put up some points. That's what that feels like. Like they just complement each other and how they do things. Then we have Alcorn versus Mississippi Valley. Going with Alcorn.
Yeah. We know.
Yeah, going to Alcorn. We ain't got no hopes for it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, they can pull up an upset. We know that. Everybody knows that. But, like, why would you? Huh?
It ain't happening, though.
I don't think it will happen either. Then we got Hampton versus William & Mary.
I don't really know how good William & Mary is, but from what I heard, they're a decent squad. If Hampton can get that run game to be what it was last week, maybe. But these are really two teams I don't know much on, so I can't really say. I'm just going to Hampton because they're HBCU at this point.
Yeah, definitely. I just feel like Hampton need to get that defense straight. If they get that defense straight, they can win this game. I feel like they can win this game hands down again. I'm not worried about the offense. I'm just more so worried about the defense and them trying to figure out what William & Mary is going to do. So I'm going to say Hampton because I got faith in Hampton. But then again, like if they don't play defensively sound football, then William & Mary is going to win all the way. Then we got Charleston Southern versus Tennessee State. I'm gonna go with Tennessee State. I really don't know too much about Charleston Southern, so that's what I'm gonna pick.
Charleston Southern is not that good. I mean,
Okay.
Charleston Southern is not that good. Yeah, I'm gonna take Tennessee State in this. They should win this game decidedly.
Okay. Cool. Then we got the game of the week. Game of the week. We got Jackson State going down to Houston playing TSU. Then we got North Carolina A&T going to Orangeburg where they do the Roy.
Hey, what you know?
Roller, geeked up. So might be walking carry that Roy there. Everybody like, see, people don't know about that Kobe. People don't know about that song.
Oh, that Roy.
They don't know about that Roy. That Roy put Orangeburg on the map. Now I ain't even gonna lie to you. that Roy put Orangeburg on the map. Kobe, I ain't even gonna lie. This is a true story. This is like true story. So one of my coaches from football, he grew up in Orangeburg, white coach. So one year we went like literally because he made the connection where we went all the way down to Orangeburg just to play Orangeburg High for a 7-on-7. And then we were like that following weeks we scrimmaged them. Every time we get off the bus, we started hitting the road like we from Orangeburg. We started hitting the road like we from Orangeburg. I'm talking about, boy, why we create that road? I'm talking about we was lit at that thing. Hey, we was lit at that thing while we create that road. I'm talking about, hey, we in Orangeburg. We ain't know how to act. Well, we ain't know how to act when that song came out. But besides that, you know, that's them days right there, man. That's them days. But man, who you got for this game? Jackson State versus TCU, man.
I'm gonna go Jackson State. Just because they still have one of the best backs in the SWAC and Irv Mulligan, and Ahmad Miller. I think that's a deadly combo right there. If they can just get that passing game situated, at least have it be decent this week, I think they can get by Texas Southern because 55 yards, like I said, is freaking egregious. And I think defensively, the defensive front seven is really experienced, really good. They have a really experienced secondary. I think they have better talent than Texas Southern does. So I'm gonna go Jackson State. Now with us, you know who I got.
Oh, I know who you got.
Who I got.
I know who you got. I know who you got.
Them boys, it's a certain video on the internet back in the off season. It was a regular little content video that teams make for social media. They were leaving practice. The Aggies were leaving practice, and the camera said, the sign said, "What team are you looking forward to playing the most this season?" And a few particular players, they said, "South Carolina State. We can't wait to see y'all. We can't wait to see y'all either, my boy. We can't wait to see the Aggies tomorrow. I can't wait."
Time out, Cody. Time out. So they worried about a non-conference game, but they been getting their ass beat in conference play the whole time last year.
My boy. Now, granted, it was the off season. Maybe they felt like they was gonna have a good year. I don't know, but it was the preseason. Them boys called our name. They called our name. Some people said other teams, but a few of them called our name. So y'all got to see us, and I'm gonna share that video tomorrow, just because I want y'all to have a little reminder. All right, of why we gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? Then they like to bring up the little streak they got. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's been a little while since we've seen each other. So okay, we gonna end that. We gonna end that tomorrow.
I'm gonna do this JSU then. We have 4 weeks. So we have 4 weeks to play. There's teams in the SWAC. That is you hitting it on, yeah. But I'm gonna go to this game, then I'm gonna go to that game. So the JSU and TSU, man, I really feel like it's a home game for TSU. Jackson State do travel, so I kind of feel like this game is going to be somewhat the game of the week for SWAC play. So at the end of the day, I feel like this: if you start the right quarterback and if you dominate the run game, you can win this game for Jackson State. But on the other hand, I have saw TSU put up a fight with a good FAMU team last year, with a good, decent team from other schools. I feel like TSU can win this game.
They definitely can win it.
Yeah, I feel like TSU can win this game, and I'm gonna go ahead and pick TSU because last week I picked Jackson State, and I look stupid for picking Jackson State. I don't pick TSU.
I understand.
I don't pick TSU. I really feel like if Jackson State win, it's because they won by a touchdown or two.
Okay, so you saying it's a close?
It's a close game. It's not going to be a blowout like last week. It's really going to be a close game. But I feel like the advantage is to TSU because they have nothing to lose. Like they don't have the expectation that Jackson State does. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the pressure is really on Jackson State, to be honest with you. We just got our ass beat to Grambling. We just got our ass handed to them. TSU, like, okay, like, this is, we here, but we rebuilding. So, like, whatever comes with it, comes with it. That's what basically I get the vibe from TSU. So, I really feel like they can win this game. I really do. And my score for that game is going to be like, I say like 21-24. I think it's going to be a game like that.
All right. Crazy.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game like that. Now this next game, North Carolina A&T versus South Carolina State. Knowing how South Carolina State played FAMU, knowing how South Carolina State beat the Citadel, knowing that this South Carolina State team next year is going to be real scary. They really going to be scary next year. Like, I'm a FAMU person. I don't even want to go to South Carolina State. That's real. I don't want FAMU to go. No, I do not want them to go to South Carolina State because that game is that's a scary game, especially next year when you have everybody rolling in your head and you get the people that you really want. That's a scary game. And knowing North Carolina A&T, like, I don't even. It's like I'm gonna give this analogy. You know that dude at your school that always get picked on and always get bullied. And you be like, bro, do something, bro. And like you want him to do something. Like, bro, do something. Do something, bro. Do something about it. No, I thought about it, but I'm just let it be, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm good. That's how North Carolina A&T look right now. I'm good. I don't want to cause no controversy. But I'm like, but you just got your ass whooped. You caused the whole controversy. Just get your ass whooped. No, I'm good, bro. I'm good. We good. I understand I got beat by 66 points last week, but we good though. In the past we was running stuff, but now I'm good, man. We just worried about the other sports right now. We ain't worried about football gonna come later on. Nah. It's like a violin story for North Carolina A&T right now, and like Kobe, if I like you said, if I'm South Carolina State, I'm acting like a straight dog out there. I'm licking my chops. I'm trying to knock heads. I'm trying to do everything I can do to shut them up for real.
Listen, get back. That get back is needed. We've been waiting. Ooh, we've been waiting. Nah, it's time to turn the tide now. The boys finna see what's up.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, Kobe, this game, it's gonna be, I say 28-14.
I can see that. I
Yeah,
can see that.
28-14, South Carolina State. Yeah, all the way. Just knowing that they have that coach that can motivate an ant to move a mountain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going with that coach every time. Shoot, I'm going with that coach every time, man. So shout out. I'm definitely gonna try to watch this game. I'm definitely gonna try to watch the JSU and TSU game. So hopefully I can try to simulcast both or figure out how to watch both games at the same time. But I'm definitely watching that South Carolina State game because I just want to, A&T need to be humble a little bit more. They done had their run, they done did their thing, but just a little bit more, just a little bit more humbling, just a little bit more.
A little bit more.
Yeah, just a little bit more off the top. That's what you tell the boy. Just a little bit more off the top, man. That after that, you good, homie. You good, man. So, but that's it, man. What you got going on this week, man?
Hey, I got a show in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Yes, Friday. We're gonna be talking about everything in the FBS football landscape. Talking about Travis Hunter for a little bit of where he is in the Heisman rankings and everything like that. We're gonna talk about a lot. So everything FBS football. So if you watch FBS on top of HBCU, tune over. Come on over in about 45 minutes. We in the game. We're gonna be live talking about that.
This is a good question. Do you think it's sustainable for Travis Hunter to play both sides of the ball like that for the rest of the season?
Yeah. Because I think what kept him out last year was being hit like how he got hit on the sideline by old boy from Colorado State. It wasn't playing both ways. We've seen Travis do it when he hasn't got hurt from someone else. We've seen him play both sides of the ball multiple times, and he's not affected. He's just well conditioned. He's a great athlete. He's an anomaly. So I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah, he's definitely a freak of nature. Doing it in high school is one thing because you can tell who's like, okay, high school, you that nigga. Like, okay, you going to a top school. But when you do it in college, where there's a whole bunch of great people, that's a different level. Now, this is the real question, because he do really want to go. I know he want to go both ways in the NFL, but that's kind of going to be impossible because just the physicality of the NFL. Do you think
we have Packers on one side? You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to completely take him off both sides. He going to until he show me he can't do it. But I know he's not going to be playing 100-something sides, 100-something both sides of the ball. I wouldn't do that because I'm investing too much money in you at that point. I'm paying you millions.
Yeah.
Coming out the gate making 20-something because he's a top 5 pick at this point. He gonna come. Yeah. He gonna be gate making 20-something million. So I'm not going. I'm not gonna do like that. But I'm gonna create packages for you.
Yeah. Now this is the question. This is another question. Oh, this is a good question. Do you think Deion will be the deciding factor of where he goes?
Shedeur, maybe. I don't think that'll really have much effect unless he really gets. Because I feel like if he gets involved, too involved in that, reports are gonna come out. We already know he's gonna do this with Shedeur. I'm not gonna be surprised. He's gonna try to get Shedeur somewhere that he wants Shedeur to be because he did it in his own draft. So I know he's gonna do it for us. When it comes to Travis, I don't think it's gonna be as bad. I think he'll still have some influence, but it won't be as bad. Travis is like a son to him, but it's not his son. You know what I'm saying? So Travis is the kind of guy where he really don't care where he goes. He ain't a quarterback. You don't have to worry about not having somebody block for him and being hit a record amount of times. You know what I'm saying? The situation's a little bit different for Travis.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Man, tell everybody where they can watch you, where they can follow you. You about to be on another live in 45 minutes. Tell them everything so they can catch you, man.
Y'all can go to the Blitz City podcast on YouTube. Y'all find me there. I'll be live in just a little bit. And y'all can follow me on IG and Twitter at COBIORR. Just how my name is spelled right there, COBI or ORR all together. Y'all can find me on there too and follow me.
Yeah. Next time when you type in, make sure you put Mayor of Lit City.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that from now on.
Make sure you put mayor of Lit City. It sounds so better, you know. I'm the mayor of Lit City. You know what I'm saying? Sure. But yeah, make sure y'all go to Bridges on Top page. Subscribe. Make sure you like, leave a comment, man. That let me know that you're really interested in this show. Please go to Bridges on Top and just subscribe, man. That'll just help me to grow my page. And you know, I'm just trying to be like everybody else, man. You know, just trying to be successful. You know what I'm saying? But man, shout out. Thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for staying tuned. Peace out and bye.